Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with
do you not feel lied to? Do you guys, the Democrats who ran your party, who ran the White House, the people who lied to you as a journalist, do you not feel any sense of outrage about Karine or anybody else in the line?
We don't know what's going to be in the book, by the way. So.
Have you noticed Chuck Todd, Jake Tapper, and all the other media goons currently trying to weasel their way out of accountability and blaming Democrats for tricking them into believing that Joe Biden wasn't having a cognitive decline?
Really? We should note that the Biden White House falsely, when people showed that clip and asked what was going on, said it was a cheap fake. They did this all the time.
The idea of cheap fakes. Let me explain what that is to people. We've been worried for years about AI deep fakes, that computer-generated images are going to trick people into believing something that's totally false. Cheap fakes are a little bit simpler. They're cheap. They're just distorted, out of context videos, chopped up in certain ways, constructed in certain ways. That's what we're seeing.
Busted.
This is not a media failure. This is a failure of the Democratic Party.
There's a growing and insidious trend in right-wing media, broadcast, print, and social media. It is to take highly misleading and selectively edited videos of President Biden directly from Republican National Committee social media accounts and then use those videos to spread messages virally to cast doubt on President Biden's fitness for office.
Now, this really pisses me off to no end.
Well, Alex Thompson and I were on the case, as were lots of other reporters, trying to figure out what was going on behind the scenes. But the bottom line is the White House was lying.
I mean, false claims to the Wall Street Journal about President Biden's mental fitness and acuity. He's 81, and his memory, you know, it doesn't seem great. It's not horrible, but I don't understand the outrage. Quote, behind closed doors, Biden shows signs of slipping, unquote. The Wall Street Journal is owned by News Corp, which is run by the Murdochs.
It's all lies, but they're entertaining lies. And in the end, isn't that the real truth? The answer is no.
I think what frightens me most about this is there are people out in our country that actually believe this. If that's true, and it absolutely isn't, it means they've shown themselves to be incompetent morons who have absolutely no business calling themselves professional journalists. Now, of course, all of us watched this happen for the last 4 years, and we all know that the media was totally complicit in helping this cover up. But I do want to quickly address their dubious claim that they were just tricked by the Biden administration, who were telling them that Biden was sharp behind the scenes, which doesn't make any sense at all, because the Joe Biden we all saw on TV was a heavily orchestrated and coordinated effort. Joe Biden that we saw on TV was the best possible Joe Biden they could show us. So it's absolutely unbelievable that behind the scenes, Joe Biden was actually better.
That seems unlikely.
You have to be heavily brainwashed or a complete imbecile in order to believe that. I knew that, you knew that, we all knew that, but somehow the people that were calling themselves Just the Facts hard-hitting news journalists somehow missed it?
No way.
Well, today, Scott Jennings addressed this to his panel of lying weasels and let them know that this is not going away and we are not going to move on.
But the idea that we did not know about this for the years leading up to the presidential campaign, we all saw it with our own eyes. Video after video, speech after speech, statement after statement, the Her report. The fact that we have people saying today, oh, I didn't know, we had no idea, is outrageous. That's number one. Number two, the cover-up is outrageous. And number three, people were arguing with a straight face that this man could serve 4 more years until, of course, it became untenable at the debate. Honestly, you know, Jake and Alex have done a great service here. This book needs to be written. These stories need to be told because we've lived through the greatest scandal in modern American political history, the cover-up of the decline of the president, the argument that he could serve 4 more years. If he were in office today, if he had somehow won and were in office today, you'd have the same people on TV today saying, he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with
do you not feel lied to? Do you guys, the Democrats who ran your party, who ran the White House, the people who lied to you as a journalist, do you not feel any sense of outrage about Karine or anybody else in the line?
We don't know what's going to be in the book, by the way.
Fucking A.
What makes this even more chef's kiss badass is the fact that he's talking directly to his fellow panelists, all of whom did their part to cover up for Joe Biden because in their heads, they were saving democracy. The fact is, the Biden decline cover-up could not have happened without the help of the media.
No shit.
All right, folks, what do you all think? Let me know in the comments, and if you're still here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I do post on a regular basis, so make sure to keep checking back for more. Thanks a lot.